everybody in the chat. Rich, Mitch, and I love you too. Is that right, Rich?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. 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 Rich Mitch, what's going on?
Not much. I'm just lurking. You asked if we wanted to do a stream, and I was like, yeah, go on. Go on then.
It's
So,
nothing like a
Like a
YouTube stream when it's beautiful outside, isn't it?
That's right. Is it nice there?
Oh my God. Let me show you. Let me take you outside.
Let's go outside. Oh, what we got?
I almost tripped.
Hopefully we don't get motion sickness like the Blair Witch.
You see the train?
Ooh. Is Chad driving that train? Hello, don't fall off that balcony. Don't Christmas tree yourself. How hot is it?
It's damn long, man. Your package is on there. Your L'Instant de Guerlain is on there.
Oh, no, my L'Instant de Guerlain's already got there. My L'Instant de Guerlain's already got there, unless they've sent it back. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're dropping it back off at yours. Oh, no.
Isn't it nice out?
It looks nice. It's a bit cloudy.
A little bit. It protects us from the sun.
Yeah. How hot is it? What's the temperature?
I don't know. I would say high 20s, mid 20s.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. So what did you wear today to go with the heat?
I wore Dans Paris. Hang on, let me plug in here, okay? Give me a second.
Okay, no problem. I'm just emailing Audrey Jane.
You got me? You hear me?
Yeah, hold on.
I totally forgot about the last time I unplugged to go outside and it cut off the microphone.
Yeah.
We had to restart.
Yeah, that's right. It did. I heard you the whole time, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, so Eden Rock yesterday was a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, good fragrance, just not really for me. But I did enjoy this a lot more. That's Dans Paris from Celine. And if you like the vanilla that Guerlain uses in their arts and materials, I think this is something that those fans would enjoy a lot because I get a very similar like vanilla to that Guerlain. You know, the Spiritus du Blé Vanille, Queer Beluga, Angelique Noir. Very reminiscent of that. This is all vanilla and leather and vanilla.
Vanilla.
Excuse me. And, you know, some spicy accord, some greenness, green vanilla.
Yeah.
It's good fragrance. It's not anything great or I never considered the art and materials great, but they're good. So if you like that vanilla, you might like this. And it's subtle, which I also like. It's not at all cloying and I went much lighter on the sprays today. I think I'm going to have to start holding back on the sprays. I'm just spraying way too much.
You're spraying too much, are you?
Yeah, I usually apply about 10. Today I went 5.
God, you put 10 on. I've put a lot of sprays of what I wore today on there. I wore L'Instant de Guerlain EDP.
The Extreme.
Yeah, no, just the EDP. It's not the Extreme. It's
the same thing. It's just rebranded. The EDP is the Extreme.
All right. Well, I wore the latest 2016 version today because that's the age of the bottle I've got. 6W01 is I think that's the 2016.
You're online. So how do they know I'm online? Is there like a light that goes off that says you're online?
No, it's not. It's because you left a comment in the chat.
Oh, is that okay? Right. It's like all these apps, people know you're online. I had to disable them all. It's like I don't like people knowing when I'm online. That's a plus. But the negative is you don't get to know when anyone else is online as well.
Yes, that's right.
I'm like, I'm okay with it. It's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
People message you and they expect you to respond like instantaneously. It's like they demand your attention, but
yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Like, yeah, it's a pain in the arse. That.
So, what did you think of L'Instant?
I love it. It's really nice. I can't wait to smell the Extreme that you've sent.
Have you ever smelled it?
No, I haven't smelled the vintage one. It's almost completely gone. You can't buy it. Like you can't buy it at all. Like not even for silly prices. It's just not online.
Really?
Yeah, it's shit as fuck. So my parcel is supposed to be coming on June the 1st. I think that's Monday.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah.
I shipped it out Tuesday to Laval, Quebec, which is around the Montreal area. Is about a 5-hour drive from me, and it was received today.
Yep. And now it's being shipped out again.
And you'll have it by Monday?
Yep.
Wow.
That's what you pay the shipping for. And the Perfume is always really good when the ship. So yeah. That's about where I'm at. Pretty good.
Is my skin looking nice today? Does it not usually look the same?
I don't know. I'm not really looking at you.
Celine Dior night. Oh, well, I mean, that was during the day. I'm in this now. So that'll make you happy, Vlado. Jiki. A little bit of skank fest, Jiki. I'm going to have to block Galen. That's it.
There's a gorgeous parking lot.
What's up, Rudy? All right, so what else? Did you wear anything else today?
No, I only ever wear one fragrance a day. I did. I'll tell you what I did do.
Wait,
I put a sample that Houdini sent. Houdini sent me a sample of Hide by Hiram Green, and I put that on my hand. And the birch tar in it has got an almost vinegary aspect to it. Like it smells like cabbage. It smells like a grandma's kitchen, like a cabbage sort of, like a stale cabbage sort of smell. So I was like, oh, that's gross. And I put up with it for a couple of hours, and then I was like, oh, I can't attack this anymore. And it's one of the first perfumes I've ever had to like wash off. I'm gonna go back to it. But I put about 3 sprays on the same spot, so it was a bit much. Next time I'll just put one on.
You only wear one fragrance per day for the whole day? Like, do you reapply or?
I usually reapply. I usually reapply like twice after I've applied. So I usually apply 3 times a day, but it's only ever the same fragrance.
What do you think of L'Instant?
Love it. It's a lovely fragrance. It's really underrated.
I thought
even the new stuff. Really?
It was at one time. It was like it's all that YouTube would talk about for a good several years.
Oh. Well, well, you know what I'm like as far as hype's concerned. I'm pretty much somewhere else when there's hype going on. The first bottle of Aventus I ever bought, I bought this year. You know what I mean? Like it's the only time I hadn't smelled Aventus until 2019. Just didn't appeal. It's just not my thing. So I come to things later. I mean, my favorite fragrances were made 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Do you know what I mean? It's like, as far as like hype and stuff like that's concerned, if something's getting hyped, I'll stay away from it.
Why?
I don't know if I do it on purpose or whether it's just like an instinct. I don't want to smell like everybody else. But
everybody else online. It's not like you're hanging out with all these people.
No, that's a good point. Actually, that's a good point. Oh, I need to say something to Curly Fragrance. when we were talking about Curly Fragrance yesterday, I didn't mean to say that I would punch Curly Fragrance if she walked past us wearing 50 sprays or something. Honestly, Curly Fragrance, I didn't mean to say that. I am very sorry. I did turn around and say, what would you do if somebody walked past you wearing, if Curly Fragrance walked past you wearing 50? I'd be, I'd just punch her. You know what I mean?
Right. It's just a random thought without.
Yeah, honestly, I'd punch myself first. I kicked myself when I woke up this morning and I thought, did I actually say that? Or was that like some horrible nightmare that I've had?
So it's something that's been lingering with you since you've said it.
Yes. Yeah. Not necessarily since the very moment I said it, but I thought about it last night and I thought, I'm not sure I said that. And then I texted you, Gail, and Thomas this morning, and I was like, did I actually say that? And Gail was like, yeah. Definitely said it. And then you were like, yeah. Definitely said it. So just to set the record straight, sorry, I didn't actually mean to say that. And I shouldn't have said it, but I did say it. So sorry. I would not punch you, never, unless you came at us with a knife.
You know, I think she's pretty cool where she would just kind of laugh it off and know that you're not serious.
I know that, but it's no excuse though, is it? You know what I mean? It's still, it's the type of thing you should definitely say sorry for.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So I just thought I would say that and make it very clear, and be very honest. But yeah, so no, I would definitely not jab you, but I would almost certainly cross the road.
It's really big of you to come back a day later and apologize. So
I realized any sooner. Yeah.
Applause to you. Yeah. Is there anybody else that you might like to apologize to by any chance?
Absolutely.
I mean, now that we're confessing.
No, not that I can think of. No. I regret
anyone that he might like to apologize to. I mean, just for the sake of feeling good, not for any other reason.
If I want to feel good, I'll have a wank.
Okay, you're not ready yet.
I'm not ready to apologize to anybody about anything. No, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to. That's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you referring to?
I'm not referring to anything. And I mean, life is long and we do a lot of things that we may regret. So I thought now would be a good time.
Anything anybody you'd like to apologize to?
No, I've done a lot of apologizing lately. So
maybe when I'm 47, I'll do that.
47. Oh, wow. It's been a long time.
It's like 12 years. If I still look like you when I'm 47, I'd be pretty chuffed. But you've got hair, so it makes you look younger.
And that was not a direct shot at you yesterday at all. When Zhao mentioned something about his hair, I can't remember what he said exactly. And I was like, well, at least he has hair. It was not a shot at anybody that does not have hair.
Oh, it was outrageous behavior from you.
Galen's got a list of people that you should apologize to. And whenever you're ready, he'll share the list with you. Maybe he should come online and let us know who he thinks.
Galen won't come online in case he gets recognized by people in places where he's wanted.
Right.
For the many crimes he's committed. And you don't move to Portland unless you're on the run.
Yeah, they defunded the police in Portland. Is that why he's there?
That's probably why he's there.
What's up, Jonathan? So what else?
I bought a couple of perfumes today. Have I already told people that?
You've told me, but you haven't finished the story. We got
so
I already forgot what I remember what you bought. It's another duck hype.
It's a couple of duck hypes. So Eugene, you sent to make sure that the Linston, the lidge that you sent, the Eau Extreme that you sent got through. I said to send it to the Perfumier and they'd send it on to me. And I thought, well, while it's out of the Perfumier, I might as well get a couple of cents off them.
Right. Might as well. Right? Once it's there, Might as well.
Exactly. While it's there, and I like Catherine, I like the Perfume, yeah, and I certainly like Pavarotti Pour Homme. So I thought, sod it, I'll throw in a bottle of Pavarotti Pour Homme as well. So I'm getting that. And if anybody's out there and they're listening and they care about these things, the Perfume, yeah, has some of the not the silver stem, but the 2014 batch of Dior Homme. So I bought one of them as well as like a backup. I've got about 3 or 4 bottles of it now, but you just know that that's going to get taken away, and it's a 2014 batch, so it's like right in the prime of that, like of the first Demachi reformulation, like, and it's a really good one. It's a good version. I prefer the first version. I must admit, I've got a 50ml of the first version, the silver stem. But I thought, while I've got them, while they're there, so I thought, yeah. So I'm getting a 2014 bottle of Dior Homme and a bottle of Pavarotti Pour Homme from the Perfume, yeah. And they're sending over the stuff you sent us. It's a pretty good day, actually. I'm pretty chuffed with me haul today.
You did quite well. So how many bottles of Pavarotti do you have now?
Right. So when this one arrives, I'll have 4 backups, and I'll have one that's I'll have one that is half full. So I'll have about 570 milliliters, so about half a liter.
Hello, Audrey.
One day that will be gone. I'm just about to reply to Audrey. What you doing? You can't be in 2 places at once. So yes, that's what's up. And I'm getting a bottle of Lidge. And who was it the other day who said they were gonna get in touch about the half a liter of Lidge that they had?
Yeah, I forwarded you the email.
Yeah, you did, yeah, but he's got a different name. I can't remember who he was in the chat. I'm in touch with him, but he said he's gonna send a sample of it. So I'm gonna see what it's like.
Odin.
Because it's yeah, but I don't think that's his name on. YouTube.
Right.
But I might be wrong. But I'm just waiting to receive that sample off him. I'm going to test that, and I'm going to see how it is, because his is a splash. So, and it's a big bottle as well. So I want to make sure everything's right.
And it's the vintage Lidge.
Yeah, it's the 2009. So I'm just going to see how it goes. He wants it's a lot of money for what, it's a lot of juice.
And it's
a lot of money.
Bottle,
yeah, it is. It's a great bottle. I'm not sure where I would put it. 500
ml Guerlain B bottle.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know how you would ship it either, because I don't know how those B bottles I don't know how those B bottles stay closed.
They ship all the time.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how to keep them closed. Because I don't want it to spill.
They don't pop open very easily. Even the pure parfums, they have the same top. You just press them in. I guess it's a friction fit or press fit. They're not sloppy fits. Sometimes you need
nothing worse than sloppy fits.
Yeah. Stay away from those sloppy fits.
Audrey Jane, which sample did you put on that I sent you? She says she's feeling classy after her bath. She says she might come on one of the streams next week as well.
Okay, nice.
If we stream next week, because she's on half term at school. So
Chloe says you have such a big collection, you don't need that many backups.
What it is what I'm doing is, right, I've got, when there are some fragrances, right, I am not going to replace when I finish them. And there are some fragrances that I can't replace when I finish them. So my collection isn't particularly going to get any bigger in terms of different fragrances that I've got, right? But it's actually going to get small. So I'm going to have a smaller choice, but I want to have a deeper reservoir of what I've got backed up. One day that Pavarotti will be unavailable. Sorry. Hold on a second. Me talking. The accent is a bit minging, isn't it? No. So I want to get backup of the stuff that's really rare and hard to find. And I don't particularly I'm struggling to find new stuff to buy. What if you go nose blind, Rich?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know
going to
what
do
you
it.
mean. It's hard to find new stuff that you like, and that's one of
Yeah.
the reasons I keep buying stuff that I don't care about.
Yeah. It's like
You feel like buying
I
something,
rarely
but
buy.
it's like how many things are actually going to improve your collection?
Exactly. At this point I'm at now, I only want stuff that's going to make my collection better, and it's not a very easy thing to do. Like me and my mate Richie G would go to like department stores and like sniff around, and like we'll walk out of there and we're like, that was totally fucking pointless.
So ATH doesn't like the night or the moon. Should I
It's
be
the night.
scared? Where is it? Oh, the night.
Yeah, it doesn't like the night. Yeah.
Should I be scared? Well, it depends on what you like. Do you like oud? Do you like fecal? Do you like barnyardy? If not, then yeah, you won't enjoy it. Simple as that. If you don't like challenging, if you don't like big, bold, dirty fragrances, don't bother. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it a bad
Oh, what
fragrance?
did you?
No, not at all.
Sorry.
I don't think it is. A bad
I think I've probably got a couple more things. See, I would concentrate because of the nature of my collection, like trying to find stuff that's like trying to find stuff that I've already got to like back it up is quite difficult. So I get that buzz from the hunt, from that. Like I would buy if I found a Sycamore EDT, I would buy that straight away. I would buy that up straight away. But I wouldn't buy the EDP. The EDT like that.
Why not?
Because I've smelled the EDT. I think it's better.
I disagree.
Yeah, I know you do. But I prefer the EDT, and I would rather have that. My chewing gum just fell out my mouth. No, I would rather have the EDT, but then I would also like a backup bottle of like the Czar I've got. Hold on a second, I'll show you because there are two different bottles of Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels. This is one of the most oak moss fragrances I've ever smelled. And like if I could find like a bigger backup of that, I've only got a 75 ml, but it's beautiful. It's exactly the type of fragrance I like.
What's
It's
it
a
smell
lovely
like?
bottle. It's oak moss. It's basically green. It's a very similar color to the bottle itself, like a dark marble green. Oak moss. I wonder if fucking the Parfumier's got it. Actually, I'm saying that. I bet they have.
Call them and put your order on hold.
No, the UPS has already picked it up. You know what I mean? I've only been talking to them for like 2 hours, and they've already got your package and then repackaged it, put the stuff in that I've bought, and a soap for Audrey Jane, and they've sent it on already.
Good thing I didn't send any nudes in that package.
Oh, hey. Well, you never know. Catherine might have enjoyed them before sending them on.
That's not what I had in mind, but thanks.
Everybody's got it. So Audrey Jane thinks the EDP of Cuir de Rousse smells a lot greener than the EDT.
Okay. I'm not
What do
very
you think,
familiar
David?
with the EDP of Cuir de Rousse. I have enough of the EDT where I love it and enjoy it. I've not extensively tested the EDP.
See, I find that strange.
Why?
I think you would. I'm surprised you don't have the EDT and the EDP of everything.
Well, that's a lot of perfume, and I don't think it's really all that necessary. I don't think they're drastically that different perfumes, especially in the dry down. I think after 20 to 30 minutes, most people wouldn't even be able to recognize which is which.
Right. Interesting. That's
And in
very
fact,
interesting.
we can do that. I can send you unmarked samples, or I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Or I can wear one day, one concentration, and the next, and have somebody ask somebody, what am I wearing? And it's, dude, they're so close. Most people wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. Why do you think they did it then?
I guess to charge more for an EDP concentration,
Hmm.
or it was an opportunity for them to reformulate. Maybe IFRA regulations force them.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. I don't have that insider knowledge.
Yeah, you think it might not be like a marketing thing? Because I thought that. I think it might be like, oh, like this is Chanel. We are much more like deep and rich, and like there's more to us. We're more like voluptuous. We're deeper. There's more to us than other perfumes. There's more to us than everything else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like an eau de parfum would signify that. But something else that I find strange as well is you don't have any of the pure perfumes.
No, I actually just have number 5. I don't have any of the Les exclusives.
Would that just be like a money pit for you to go down?
I don't know. I have no explanation for it myself either. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
I have no reason. I don't know what I can tell you other than I don't have them. That's the only reason. There's no particular reason why.
Oh my God.
What's up?
I've just found some soap, some Van Cleef & Arpels Czar soap. Some oak moss soap. That would be interesting. I'm not paying 120 quid for a 50 milliliter. You know what I mean? I got one from the fucking Lebanon, a 75 ml from the Lebanon for like nearly half. I'm not paying that. Don't be so fucking obscene. But they're really hard to find. Jesus Christ! Somebody wants £300 for 100 ml. Somebody's taking the piss.
So
yeah, just crack it.
Are going for $1,000 a partial.
What? The EDT? Fuck that. I paid about 200 quid for my Cuir de Rousse.
I think the only one I have both concentrations of are La Pausa and Bois de Zil. Oh, and
you hit what? You hit. Sorry.
And Coromandel.
You hate the EDT of Bois de Zil, don't you?
I prefer the EDP.
Yeah, because the EDT is quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse.
It is. It's very quiet, and they've improved that with the EDP concentration.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I pressed mute. Who's ringing?
I don't know. I got to put my phone on airplane.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Not to worry. I put myself on mute. So maybe it was a premonition. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm just looking at my winter collection. I'm just looking at my winter collection. I shouldn't do that. I'm not allowed. Get back to me.
Why don't you allow yourself to look at the winter collection? Is because you get tempted?
It's because what it does is it's like getting it's like fucking imagine just like getting a fucking huge haul. You know what I mean? Like whenever you change your rotation round, it's like you're getting all these fragrances feel new again. You rediscover them all again.
It's like a huge surprise, right? Surprise!
Sorry?
It's like a huge
surprise.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's like a whole new world opens up, and then you spend and then you look forward to wearing them again. Like I really look for since the weather's been so shit. I haven't been able to wear like most of me fresh colognes and stuff like that because the weather's been atrocious. Audrey will tell you, it's been absolutely scandalous.
Wow. I guess we've been quite lucky because it's gorgeous here.
Yeah, it's been rubbish, especially the last 3 weeks. It's been pissing down constantly. But I'm hoping for the next 3 months it's going to be much nicer. You know what I mean? Like June, July, and August. I'm hoping them 3 months I'll be able to like whip out like Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford, Guerlain's Vetiver. Even though that's got a tobacco note, I'm hoping to get out Beau de Jour. I'm hoping to get out like Coriolan. What else? Me Monsieur de Givenchy, me vintage Monsieur de Givenchy. Just like those more like Eau Sauvage and and Roadster and like me Creeds. I haven't worn me Creeds. I've only got like I've only got six.
Me Creeds, me mum.
Yeah, me mum, me Creeds, me mum. We call them moms where I'm from. What did you call them? Mom, like American, like MOM.
How do you call them?
Mom, MAM, because like
Ma'am.
it's the same in Ireland, like Northumberland and like Ireland and Scotland are we've got quite a similar like history.
Ma'am is the way that you would address a teacher or an aunt or something here. I've never called my mom.
Ma'am, what you're thinking of ma'am as in MAAM, MAAM.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking we pronounce it ma'am as in MAM. And it comes from like the Irish like sort of way of pronouncing it, because there's like a big Irish influence where I live to do with like St. Cuthbert and all that. So I won't go into it, but it's a big thing. There's a lot of Irish people where I'm from, a lot of Irish heritage where I'm from. A lot of Irish influence as well, and a lot of Scots as well. A lot of Scots call their mother's mom. So it's yes, it's interesting, but that's nothing to do with perfume. Just $10,000. No, Jesus, $10,000. No, never heard of it. Mother hen. That's right. I've got a mother duck. Rich is really Mr. Smelly. I am really not. Brother Rich Mitch Page, how you doing? I enjoyed Page's video today. He did a good video today. It was nice to see him after a couple of minutes.
Tara discussed the Pradas we were talking about yesterday. I don't know if that was by coincidence or it's just, I mean, it was a total coincidence, I think, or she could have recorded it beforehand, but I just noticed it. And I thought that was fun. Why am I so interested in Les and Demidov? I don't know. Like, what do you mean? So define so interested. From the I've tried, I've liked them.
Bays of St. Ambrose is making bold statements. I wonder if they'd like to take a bet on that. Considering I know who it is, I wonder if they'd like to have a bet.
There you go. Have you tried them yourself?
I've never tried Les and Demidovs, even though Rudy spoke really highly of them before, and like so have a couple of other people.
I sent you a sample of Musc de Sable.
Yes, you did. Yes,
I don't know if it'll be your thing, but I think it's brilliant.
I'm funny about musks. I'm strange when it comes to a musk. I really like Koros, but like as a musk perfume. Like I'm not a big fan of musk perfume. I think it's because my mother wore musk, white musk by the body shop. Original musk. I'll tell you who really likes original musks by Kiehl's. Cascade Sense. He's the reason I bought that. What, you creasing that? I had a bad state and it came out my ass later.
Oh, Manny liked Kiehl's.
He really loves the Kiehl's original musk.
Kiehl's has been out for 50 years. I mean, it's a classic.
It's well over 50 years. Oh no, you're right. It was. So what it says on the front is blend number 1, original musk. Our original musk oil is believed to have been created in the 1920s at the Kiel Apothecary. Discovered there in a vat labeled Love Oil in the late 1950s, Kiel's signature scent was reintroduced to our patrons in 1963. Eau de toilette.
I still need to try the Queer de Sheen.
I've never tried
Bobby O's in the chat. We need to get Bobby O on sometime.
That'll be interesting.
I love his squeaky chair and the crack of a cold beer in his videos. That's two things that I'm waiting for, is that squeaky chair for him to sit down, and then the crack of the can.
Yeah. He likes a beer. He's got Hawaii as well. All he like, he likes really like floral scents and stuff. Like he's like got climate for it.
That's not a chair. That's his hip. Oh man, Bobby. Oh, psh.
Bobby, which
Bobby.
website, Audrey? Jane? Which website have they got any men's cologne on that website? Which one? I don't know which. I don't know what. I wish Rich would at least start a blog. Somebody's Yoshi says.
Rizard wants to know if night clubbing is a good blind buy. I don't know how to answer that for you. I like it myself. Anyone else here like night clubbing? Night clubbing, black tie and Dom Putty are my favorites. I would say like that. Pick one. Is it a good? I don't know. It was good for me. I can't answer that for you. Tara says if you want to smell like a sexy ashtray, it is. Well, there you go.
Loads at Audrey Jane. A sexy ashtray. I thought that was Tuscan leather.
No, it's not animalic like Tuscan leather, and it doesn't have the raspberry either.
You think Tuscan leather's animalic?
Oh yeah, the older stuff is. It's very dirty. It's raw. It's raw leather. Do you not find it animalic? And it's also ashtray. Yes.
I don't find. I find it quite.
Let me get it.
Quite. Yeah. I've got mine here actually.
Let me get some water.
Klaus. Yeah, I've got some water. Klaus, I do not. Website first. Yes, Audrey, buy friends off me friend's website first. Definitely do that. Don't just go and spend hundreds of pounds. What was I going to say? I don't enjoy Annie. It's just it's a Ventus clone. Just get a Ventus. Or if you want an Aventus fragrance, just don't. I don't really. I've tried a couple of salt and vetiver. Not salt and vetivers. I've tried a couple of Nishanes, and I think they're hit and miss. I think they're really hit and miss. I think salt and vetiver is brilliant, but I smelled. Oh God, what was it? I can't remember what it was. It was something, but I smelled something else that they did, and I thought it was really average, especially for the price they ask for. Houdini, did you get that package today? You should have. I'll give you a state that doesn't have you shitting bricks. Or Sean, if you get in touch with Eugene through his email on his thing, and he will give you my email and get in touch, I'll send you some Bois d'Argent.
Who's that?
It's not Bois d'Argent, it's Bois d'Argent. Bois d'Argent would like to smell some Quercanage off me. I will send you some, mate. You just get in touch with Eugene, tell him it's you, and then he'll give you my Rich Mitch address, my Rich Mitch email address. I want to know if did you say just sampled Hide by Hiram Green? I have sampled Hide by Hiram Green. It's absolutely fucking. I put 3 sprays on, like on the same spot, and it nearly fucking choked us out. I nearly died. Yeah, I've got Tuscan leather as well. I've got 100 mil.
This is one of the rare perfumes that I can wear all day. Come home from work, take a shower. In the morning, take another shower, go to work, wear a completely new perfume, and still smell this underneath coming off skin.
Right. It's nuclear, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's brilliant. Like
the
newer bottles have just been like they've just got water added to dilute.
I've never met anything like this. Code is A54. I don't know. I probably bought this in 2016.
Yeah, I bought mine around then as well. I think it's before like the latest reformulation. A54, did you say?
Yeah. Is night clubbing? I'm not familiar with Jasmine at Cigarettes by Eldo.
Jasmine and cigarettes. I wonder what that smells like.
Jasmine and cigarettes.
A54. Let's have a look. What year are you?
Do you think
yours is 2000? Yours is a 2014 bottle.
Okay. I bought mine from like retail from Holtz.
Yeah, I bought mine retail as well.
Man,
Mine's a 2016.
And it is absolutely nuclear.
Yeah, it is. It's a violent perfume. Very, very, very potent.
And it's animalic. It gets... there's like a roar to this.
I don't get animalics from it at all.
Very peppery.
I get spicy. I get a little bit fruity. Obviously, the raspberry note. I get smoke, ash, more ash than smoke.
Ash, like ashtray, like a wet ashtray.
Yeah, like more ash than smoke. I get from it, and then I get like an overproduced leather, like a leather that's been like tanned within an inch of its life, like black leather though.
Yeah, like in an Aston Martin, like a brand new, freshly polished leather.
Yeah, like a leather that makes a noise when the sun hits it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good one. When the sun hits.
Yeah, when the sun hits it, it goes like, you know what I mean? It's like so tight, so taut. It's a brilliant perfume in a lot of ways. But it's very hard to eat a whole one. You know what I mean? You're like, it's
hard to what?
It's hard to eat a whole one. The idea of wearing that every day is just alien.
No. I couldn't wear this every day. And that's why I have stuff like this. Like, I like subtle stuff with restraint. I couldn't wear I love it and appreciate it. And twice a year for me is enough just to reintroduce it.
Houdini has sprayed Pavarotti and he says it's glorious.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that you don't like it. I'm really happy that you do like it. I know Houdini will say that he'll think it's shite if it's shite. So if there's anything there, it's good news. That I'm glad he likes it. It is lovely. If I'd known earlier, mate, I'd have got your bottle where I get it from because I've just made an order. We've got another. Yeah, Jeremy Hines says another Pavarotti Converse. You'll be able to find a bottle on eBay somewhere. Mr. Smelly did. It's out there. It's lovely stuff. I've got some more stuff to send you as well, mate. Just that's all I had, to sell you. I've got more stuff to send you. Houdini, it's just I wanted to get that parcel out because I knew I wasn't gonna have much time this week. And I found a space. People are saying, fucking hell. Caboose is saying hello to everybody. Sure, he's done that as a meme. Have you seen it?
I'm not seeing it right now. He's got a lot of time on his hands, I tell you that.
He's like one of those savants that can just remember everybody's name.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like going on to other people's YouTube lives, is because everyone wants to say hi. And by the time you type everybody's name in, and you don't want to forget anybody either, right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work. So I'll just be like, hi, everyone.
Caboose says he's been listening for 10 minutes, writing all those names out, probably. Yoshi, it's
or Eden Rock. Yes, for me, Balad Savage, yes. It's just a little bit more interesting. And I like that salt note. That's got a true salt note more than Eden Rock.
A salty note?
Yeah. Like a sea salt note. And it's got a fig in there. I like the fig.
Houdini, where's Houdini? Scent of the day. Le Parfumier. It's...
Yes, that's a discount perfume shop.
Yeah. You spoke to her, didn't you?
I did. Because when the post office punched in the address, they're like, this doesn't show up. Like the address that you gave me. I was like, how can it not show up? Like, this is what they gave me. So she's like, no, this is what we're getting. Can you call them and confirm? So I had to call her.
Thank God it got there.
And she's like, either address is fine. Like, so the addresses were different, but she said both were fine, which is weird.
I suppose the local post, I suppose like the local post office or the local postman will know, like, because you can imagine like a shop like that doing a lot of post, in and out. So the local postman will probably know where it is. You would think.
Right.
Like sometimes I get sometimes I'm sure like my postman knows me by name by now.
Rudy, which one is the fig? Remind me, please.
Remind what? I'm becoming like a little bit partial to a fig. I've been wearing Dune a little bit recently. It's a good fragrance.
Right. What's your favorite fig?
Oh, I had Marc Jacobs, man. That was all right, but it was a bit creamy for me. Sorry?
Wasn't that the pepper one, Marc Jacobs? Or that's Bang. Sorry. That's Bang.
Yeah, that's a big. It's a Marc Jacobs, man, is a big fig fragrance. A big fig. It's a big fig fragrance. And it's got the fucking horrible bottle that's like almost impossible to spray. Like, because it's flat. Like the bottle's like a fucking like an oblong. It's like a fucking. It's awful to spray. It's a bright pig. Like if you've got like I haven't got small hands. I've got like big hands, and it's still a nightmare to spray accurately.
Bang.
It's sort of like you've got it.
Man.
No,
Bang is the
man.
same.
Yeah, like man, it's a proper nightmare. It's like an oblong. Honestly, it's like a little fucking like you can just imagine a bottle, and then you've squished it down. It's gone out on the sides. That's what it's like. And I gave that away to my friend. I liked that, but it was too creamy. I probably like June. June's probably my favorite fig. But I like Fico di Amalfi as well. Fico di Amalfi is really nice. But if I was to say like what's my most favorite like fig dominant scent, it's probably that. I know Mark likes a fig. Mark likes a fig fragrance. He's like if people are looking for figs, Mark will have a video on Big on Fig. If he hasn't got a video called Big on Fig, he should do. You know what I mean? Big on Fig. It's great. And it's like I come out with all these great things. Like other people can use them. They can have them.
Encens Mythique. How prominent is the rose for you?
Ooh.
To me, it's more in the background. A very sparkling rose.
Yeah. I get that. To me, it's all about ambergris. To me, it's all about salt and water, and
right.
It's all about. Yeah, like I've got it right. Yeah, it is. It's like it's sparkly, like bubbles in sparkling water.
I think
it's that's what. Yeah, sea froth.
Huh?
Like sea foam, sea froth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of smells like a bit like that. It's got that element of the sea, like it's got like salt in it, but it's also got bubbles in it. It smells like bubbles.
Well, that's the ambergris. It's marine-like.
Yeah.
It's salty and aldehydic, warm, creamy, soapy. Like it definitely picks up elements of marine-like qualities that it bobs in the ocean for decades, probably, right?
Yeah.
Before it washes up on land. This Tuscan leather is immense. I love it.
Really? Are you fucking digging Tuscan leather?
Yeah, I like it.
Isn't it funny how you don't smell a perfume for ages and then you smell it again? And after thinking that, you're thinking that you know it, you smell it again and you've got a completely different appreciation for it. Like you feel differently about it. I love that when I haven't smelled it.
Really nice contrast to it. I mean, there's this aspect of elegance, but then there's this butch quality to it.
Yeah.
Something.
You remember
fighting something smooth fighting resins.
Yeah, I remember you saying, like, when you went to I think you went to a gay bar, or you were in a bar, and a gay guy came up to you, and he put his knee right in between your legs, and he came on really, really,
Pocket square,
like
yeah.
really, yeah, he came over really, really like sexually aggressive. That's what Tuscan leather sounds like. Sounds like a really sexually aggressive alpha gay man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like somebody
I
like
can't
that.
believe you remember.
Like,
I told that story years ago.
yeah, I just remember it, and I remember thinking that's what Tuscan leather smells like.
Wow, you got a good memory.
Yeah, just for like little anecdotes like that though. Like, I couldn't remember my homework or anything like that, but like if I like remember like certain little anecdotes, it always stuck in my mind. I always remember thinking that's exactly like Tom Ford's vibe. That's what Tom Ford wants from like his brand.
Yeah,
and he wants that from his brand, and that's what Tuscan leather smells like. To me, Tuscan leather is Tom Ford, and like everything that he like stands for.
Yeah.
Oh.
The most brutal leather I have is Pure Distance. What do you mean by brutal, Daniel? I think it's a good leather. It's animalic as well, and it's spicy, and it has. I always thought I should pick up a bottle of M, but it has that nice cumin note.
I've never smelled M. I tried to get somebody to send us a sample, and they were like, "No, this fragrance costs like loads." And I was like, "Does it?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're not decanting some for you. Like, you'll have to pay for it." And I was like, "Oh, wait, don't fucking matter." Yeah, but I wouldn't mind smelling M. But apparently, Roger Dove's had something to do with Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird's had something to do
His
with
name is
Pure
behind M.
Distance.
His name is
Yeah,
behind
I was going to say. Yeah. So what does it smell like?
What does M smell like? Like Bellamy? Yeah. Like fetish?
That's what it smells like. Pure Distance M.
Yeah, pretty much.
It smells like fetish and Bellamy.
Something like that.
Interesting. I'm thinking of getting Bellamy Vetiver.
That's a good one.
I think I like that more than the original, to be honest with you.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's just something sweet in the vetiver that throws me off. And it's only in the top in the opening notes. I don't know if it's vetiver that's sweet or it's like a thick sweetness, maybe some kind of balsam. It's not candy sweet, more like a natural sweetness.
Yeah. I get it with like some vetivers, like if you've got Vetiver Oriental by Serge Lutton, haven't you? Or have you smelled it?
I don't have it, no.
Have you smelled it though?
Yeah, once.
It's got a sweet vibe. The Vetiver's got a sweet vibe in that, and I get the same sort of vibe from Bellamy Vetiver. It's definitely got that. Sorry.
MJ says M is Roja fetish. The version Roja liked the most was the one because that became fetish because Pure Distance picked another version.
Hold on a minute. Is Roger Dove copying? Is Pure Distance M copying Roger Dove copying Girl On? It's like Inception.
You mean Hermes?
That's right. Yeah, it's like just.
Well, Dove is behind both fetish and M.
Jesus Christ! It's the whole recycling thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like
fucking hell, eh?
It's just. Oh, it's good work.
Here's an interesting one: Rocabar, Eau de Hermes, or Bellamy Vetiver. Damn.
That's tough. I don't really care for Rocker Bar.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
It's a nice piney, leathery fragrance.
Yeah. I like pine as well, but I like pine resin rather than pine needles. I would probably go Bellamy Vetiver, yeah.
That's a tough one. I think all three are great.
Caboose is talking about Equipage Geranium being better than Equipage.
I prefer Rocabar to both to Equipage for their classics.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, a lot of votes for Bellamy Vetiver. Bellamy.
It's a good thing. It's a bloody good thing Galen and Thomas aren't here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially Thomas. Thomas would go fucking mental. Would get Hulk slapped.
I think they both like Bellamy Vetiver too, though. I think Thomas loves Bellamy Vetiver.
Yeah, but he's got a liter of Eau de Hermes. Like he's got 800 mils of Eau de Hermes, and he's gunning for a liter. You know what I mean? Thomas like that's like Thomas is like my Balenciaga Pour Homme is Thomas's like Eau de Hermes. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't fuck about. He does not fuck about when it comes to Eau de Hermes. If he sees it, he gets it. Especially the pewter caps. We know this about them. Not even sure what a pewter cap is, but because of Thomas, it's now in my lexicon. Do you know what I mean? It does not mess about, that man. I would not like to get between Thomas and a bottle of Eau de Hermes, because I would die.
That's because he owns all the bottles of Eau de Hermes.
That's right. I'd have to be stealing one, wouldn't I? What you brought?
So I've got Bellamy Vetiver. I have Equipage, Rocabar, and Eau de Hermes. But now I'm out of test strips.
Now you're out of test strips. Interference says that the pewter caps are very collectible. Why is that, Interference? Do you know why? I'm so glad Jeremy's here to let. I mean, I don't believe I've just said that, but you know what I mean. I'm so glad Jeremy Hines is here to allow all the comments, so I don't have to bother. I can continue my train of thought. If I had to do two things at once, my head would fall off because I just can't hack it.
Do we need more moderators?
No. Don't spread the power.
Wow, selfish lover, eh?
That's right.
Okay, what are we spraying here? What are we spraying?
Eau de Hermes.
Eau de Hermes? Okay. Eau de Hermes is all citrus and leather and spice, but is like one of the most complex iterations of citrus, spice, and leather. It's brilliant. Like when you ask Bellamy, like all of them, that's the answer. You can't choose one. It's all of them. Like, for what purpose am I choosing? How are we picking one? On what merit?
What do you think would be the easiest signature? Like if you had to wear one all the time.
Eau de Hermes is not an easy wear. Even this modern stuff.
Right.
But it's brilliant. You've tried Eau de Hermes, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's the cumin one.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think this was kind of the inspiration for a lot of Jean-Claude Elena's woody, spicy themes. So let's put on some Rocabar.
I was going to say it would make sense because he went into Hermes and he got the keys to the vault, didn't he? So he was around as well at the time, wasn't he? When these perfumes were made, like he's been a perfumer for a very long time.
I agree with this interference. Rokabar is the easiest wear. Not that it's easy, but it's the least.
It's the least hard.
I think Bellamy Vetiver might be more complicated than Eau de Hermes. Eau de Hermes is more challenging, but Bellamy Vetiver is more complex. I can't believe I'm saying this. Because Eau de Hermes is damn complex, too. But Bellamy Vetiver is like one on my skin that does not stop evolving. It constantly in this. It's like the train that just kept moving and moving forward.
Yeah,
it's amazing, and it's less aggressive than Bellamy. You know, Bellamy's got it's almost like Indian cooking spices and leather and barbecued smoked meat and all these crazy nuances.
Yeah.
Bellamy isn't as aggressive as that. Bellamy Vetiver isn't as aggressive.
Okay. Have you got your Hermes Essence with you?
Which one?
Paprika Brazil.
I have it here, yeah.
I was going to say, how does that compare spice-wise with, like, the other ones? The other spicy little beasts?
I love this too, and I'll tell you, I'll say it again. This isn't exactly easy to wear either.
No, I do like Paprika Brazil as well. I think if I was, I mean, I got a big boy bottle of a Tonka, and I would like a Paprika Brazil, but my little 15 ml bottle fucked.
The thing with Paprika Brazil is it's extremely dry and pasty.
Dry and paste. I'm not sure I get paste from it.
It's like you've got a mouthful of paprika powder and it's just like you can't chew it. But it's also got, you know, like I get that fresh green bell pepper as well. And I get more iris in this than in Iris Yukoi.
Ukiyo-e. Ukiyo-e. Do you know that print I sent you?
The which?
The print.
Yes.
That the bloke who makes them makes ukiyo-e prints. Ukiyo-e is a Japanese name for
haiku,
for like the floating world. Yeah, it's like the floating world. That's the only reason I know how to pronounce ukiyo-e.
Bellamy is the smokiest of the bunch. It's like really dark smoke, leather and spice. I think Rokabar might be the most pleasing. Like easiest to wear, yeah.
Catherine is here.
But I think Bellamy Vetiver is the most complex. Like with depth. It's deep and complex.
That's an outrageous thing to say when you consider that, like, you've got Eau de Hermes there in front of you.
Right, yeah. And it's not your typical Elena. It's not a watercolory Elena. It's not lightweight and transparent at all. It's not any lighter than the original Bellamy. It's got the same depth, the same heft, the same weight. It's just not as dark. Test tube is in the house.
Ah, Journey. So's Catherine. So's Catherine from the Perfume, yeah? Hello.
Journey is here.
everybody is extremely impressed with the speed with which my package was I don't know, like sent, I suppose is the word. Yes. My
Well,
package was packaged.
everybody important is here.
Everybody important is here.
Yeah,
If you aren't here,
yeah,
I'm afraid you're not here.
that's it. What do you prefer, Bellamy or Bellamy Vetiver or Rokabar?
Bellamy Vetiver, I'm gonna say, yeah.
For some reason,
I found it both easy and complex. I found it simple and complex. I found there was like a lot of like it never got beyond you. But it was still very impressive. I'm not having a wee, I'm pouring a drink. So
oh, look at that.
Ashfaq.
The ever so important Ashfaq. For some reason, Equipage is the one that I'm least interested in.
Yeah. Does not smell like polo. Just polo.
No, I don't get any polo from it.
You don't get polo from it. You like polo green?
From Equipage?
Yeah.
No, no, not for a second. I never even considered the two.
Really?
No. Is that what you get?
Yeah, like a dry.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah, very dry.
I think I actually prefer polo to Equipage.
Do you?
Yeah.
The polo came first. Polo came first, didn't it? Did it? I think it did.
I'm guessing they're both from the 70s.
Yes, definitely. Let me look. See if I can find it. It's not looking good. I must have put it away somewhere. There's me polo. I don't know where my. Oh, there it is, right in front of us. Yeah, I've got my Equipage. I've got an Equipage from the 90s, I think. It's either from the 90s or the 80s. And it smells very similar to polo. Polo green.
I picked up Indian Pakistani food from a restaurant after work today.
Oh,
I got lollipop chicken. I got two versions of chicken. One was lollipop chicken. And that might not even be considered Indian in India, but that's what they call Indian here in Canada. It's like Western Indian Pakistani food. And I got a stir fry. It was a little bit spicy, but not too spicy. I guess enough where Canadians can enjoy it and not burn themselves.
Yeah, spicy food.
When you overdo the spice, it ruins it. You can't taste the food because all you can taste is spice.
Yeah. Yeah, the heat. I absolutely fear the heat. Hope you got some stomach meds too. I got poisoned by it.
I wonder how much spicier it is in India or Pakistan. What are you spraying? Polo?
Me?
Yeah.
I just had a smell of both of them together. Yeah, there's definite similarities.
Man, to me, polo is much darker. It's deeper and richer, less floral. I get more florals in here. It's more soapy, even sparkling, and like a very soft leather. To me, polo is harsh. It's butch. It's raspy and resinous, smoky, and it's got tobacco, and it's green, and it feels much more complicated than this.
I get the dryness from both of them. I think they're both quite dry.
Damn.
I get a paper vibe from them, like a brown paper. You know, brown paper bags.
That's your blotter. Are you smelling your blotter?
No. Journey wants his package. He ain't got no package from me. Should be sending him a package? I might send him a package.
What are you sending him? What does he want?
I don't know what he wants. It's a good question. What should we get?
I don't blame him. Everybody wants a package.
Everybody wants my package.
I don't know about your package specifically, but a package.
Somebody is watching. Somebody is asking if we've tried Orpheon and Exit the King. I've tried Orpheon and I thought it was so normal. I thought it was a very average fragrance. Jasmine, slightly creamy.
Or are those the diptychs?
Well, Exit the King's not a diptych. Orpheon's a diptych, and I just thought it just smelled like no, I'm not smelling the wrong end, I'm not smelling the wrong end, Rudy. I'm not wanting to smell the wrong end, man.
I might be the only one that enjoys Polo more than Epic.
I'm always Epic.
You like Epic better?
I'm not a big fan. There's only a few Amouage that I really like. I think most of them are quite vulgar. I think they're quite. I love Jubilation 25. I love Dia. Dia Man's lovely. And there's one other one which I can't think off the top of my head.
Shit! Look at that.
Orpheon is one of the worst diptychs I've ever smelled. Yeah, it's really.
That's
really,
not
really,
good news.
Really poor.
They're just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's really poor. It is actually like it's really bad. I'll tell you what it smells like. It smells like a hand cream. It smells like what they've done is they've made a scented hand cream and then they've thought to themselves, ooh, I know what we can do. We can just take the fucking scent molecules out of that and just put it in a bottle of perfume. Just put it, they'll buy it. You know what I mean? It's a shame because Diptych's one of my favourite houses, but some of the stuff they've released in the last 5 years, 10 years, has been shit. It's been shit.
Do you think we're too fussy
plain.
As enthusiasts? Do you think we're too fussy?
No.
No.
I think sometimes as us enthusiasts aren't fussy enough. I think you know how I say everything. You know how I say like almost everything's shite.
Yeah.
Right. Like, because I want to be wowed. Because I want fucking good stuff. If I say something's good, it's because I think it's good, not because somebody else says it's good or I've been told to say that it's good. So when I tell you something's good, I think it's fucking good, not because somebody else has paid for us to say that it's fucking good.
Okay.
And there's a lot of that goes on.
But can you like something that you are not wowed by, that you think is not good? Or do you only wear things that are good?
Define what you're gonna have to rephrase that.
Well, you say you only say things are good when you think they're good, but do you like things that you don't consider are your good? Your definition of good.
So do I like things that I think aren't good? Do I like shit perfumes?
No. I never said shit, but aren't as good as what good means to you.
Can I differentiate between something that, right, because most of the perfumes that I like that I don't consider to be high quality or like really good are ones that have got like memories for us. Stuff like Polo Sport by Ralph Lauren or Tommy. Like they're not like the Balenciaga Pour Homs, or they're not like the Smalto Pour Homs. They're not like the Korosses. They're not like, you know what I mean? They're not like the greatest made perfumes in the world. They don't use the greatest fucking fragrances, but they smell nice and they remind us of a time in my life. And I like those fragrances, but when do I ever talk about Polo Sport and Tommy? Apart from when I'm saying these things remind me of a time in my life, I don't sit and tell people that I think this is great. I tell people that I like it because it reminds us of like when I was a teenager, or it reminds us of a certain time in my life, or it's got memories attached. I don't sit and say this is good perfume, particularly, you know. There are other things, even like vintage, but even vintage bottles of like Tommy like still don't smell like that great.
How good does something need to be in order for you to wear it? Does it need to be like on an exceptional level for Rich Mitch, or can you
I
wear?
need to be able to tell people that I wear it and not care if they say it's shit. Right, that's my definition of good. If I can justify it to myself, right, that's my definition of what I think is good. If I walk down the street and somebody turns around to me and says, "Excuse me," I'm going to punch you because your fragrance is shit. You know what I mean? Like if somebody says, "I'm going to say your fragrance is shit," as long as I know, I can then turn around to them and say, "Because fuck what you think. Your opinion is nothing because this is mint because I say so." That's when I consider a perfume as good, when I can justify it to myself. And like there are a lot of perfumes that if I was to put on, right, there's a lot of perfumes that you could put on that I simply couldn't defend, but they're not. I don't own them.
Right.
Like I could tell you why I'm wet. Like there are lots of like perfumes. I would have to be able to tell you why I'm wearing it and why I like it and why it's better than probably something they're wearing. If somebody who was wearing Sauvage was to turn around to me and say, "I don't like your fragrance very much," then I could easily turn around and tell them and tell them why their taste is shit and mine's better. And even if I was wrong, it doesn't matter. I've got to be able to justify it myself. And that's what makes a perfume great to me. That's what makes a perfume good for me. If I can justify wearing it, and I would say that should be the standard for everybody. And I just don't think many people have that standard. I think a lot of people wear perfumes that they don't think are particularly very good, but they wear them anyway because they want to fit in, because they want to smell what everybody else likes. Because they want to be able to say they're wearing something. A lot of people wear Aventus because all their friends wear it. Or a lot of people wear Aventus because they once heard a hot girl say that it smelled really good and they would really like it. I love smelling that on a man. That is not why I would wear a perfume. I wear it because I enjoy it and I want to wear it, and I'll tell them why I like to wear it. But I've got to go out with the certainty, right, that I can defend it and defend it in good faith as well. And if I can do that, then I think it's a good perfume. There are a lot of perfumes I've got that I don't wear, like hence the reason I gave a lot of them away. I didn't even charge my friend for it. One is me mate as well. Do you know what I mean? Like I've given like perfumes to a few different people, and it's like I just give them because they would like them, and that's what they want to wear, and they enjoy it. But they're not a perfume enthusiast; they just think it smells nice, and that's what perfumes are fucking for. I gave a bottle of Duron 2020 away to somebody, like my mate, like one of my friends' boyfriends. And he I got told like yesterday or the day before that he fucking loves it. He thinks it's great, right?
Well, he doesn't know any different, right?
Exactly, but he loves it, mate. He thinks it's fucking great, and that's fine. But if I was to put that shit on, I would have to wash it off because I'd just be thinking, why am I wasting today wearing this perfume? It's shit.
I swear, I joke you not. I bought it and I wore it to work one day, and midday I was so tempted to go home and wash it off. It was so damn boring and mundane. Oh, I gotta plug in, or we're all gonna disappear.
Oh God. We're all gonna die. No, it's I've got it. That's my definition, and I would tell everybody else that should be your definition as well. It doesn't have to be. It would just be if you asked me, that's what my definition would be.
No, it's not. I don't think you really caught on to what I was asking. I know.
Do you not think to stop us at some point?
I just wanted to let you go on and on. I'm saying, okay, I know you know what you think is a good perfume. I get that. Everybody thinks what they're wearing is good. We're all biased towards our own opinions. What I'm asking is, can you wear something, or do you wear stuff ever that you think is not good, but you wear it for the sake of wearing it?
No.
Never?
No.
This Dior Homme is very watery.
Dior Homme?
This 2020.
Yeah, it's shite. Sean Bergid wants to know if we've got any thoughts on the House of Javoy. Yes, don't overpay. Their perfumes are worth a certain amount of money. They're decent, but I wouldn't go out there and spend all your money on it. Sample first. They send samples out, to be fair to them. Depends where you are, Sean. If you're in America, I'm not sure there's a Javoy shop in America.
You can appreciate
Frag on the Tyne. Frag on the Tyne. Fucking hell, where are you from? Frag on the Tyne. He lives near me. You can appreciate the composition, but not want to wear the perfume. I find yeah, there are a lot of perfumes that I think are good, but I could never possibly wear. But there aren't any perfumes that I think are shit, but I could wear. Do you know what I mean? But I would like to know where Frag on the Tyne is from. Hello.
Yeah,
how
like
are you?
This is what I'm talking about. Like Dior, Celine, Layla. Yeah. I don't think they're great, but I'll wear them. Because I don't always feel like wearing a Pavarotti or a Mitsuko or a Tuscan leather.
No, I know. I don't know what. Yeah, those rich things, but you can get quality stuff that'll give you a respite from that. When I want to wear something that isn't like one of my favorites, it just needs to learn and go out clubbing. Nobody needs to do that.
Oh man, that actually sounds like a horrible combination, Yoshi.
That sounds fucking rotten. There are fragrances that I wear, and they're not necessarily cheaper than the ones that I think are better. Like Arsène Lupin Voyou, right? I'll wear that when I don't want to wear something that's like complex and got loads of facets, because I think to me it's a very like simple fragrance.
That's an example of something that's not great, but it's good. It's good enough to wear.
Yeah. I think it's quality. It's got good ingredients and it smells nice, and it's good.
It's not mind-blowing good, but it's good enough to wear.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's quality. I don't love it per se. I almost certainly won't be replacing it. But I enjoy wearing it, and I wear it when I want to rest from the choruses, from the choruses, from the Beau de Jours, from the Santos, from like body chorus, from signature pour like all these complex, rich, brilliant fragrances. Sometimes you just want something calm. Like I would wear me blue fragrance. I've got one blue fragrance. That's all anybody needs. If you've got more than one blue fragrance, I think you've got too many. And I've got Bleu de Chanel Parfum.
But maybe that's what people enjoy. Somebody could say, if you've got more than one Kouros, that's more than too many. Or if you've got more than one Oak Moss perfume, that's more than too many. They
can say that, right? But they don't have my collection, and I don't have theirs. Like, I've got my collection, and I've got my collection almost like sort of where I want it. I keep ticking and like going to buy stuff, even though there's nothing to buy. And like, it smells like yeah, someone's saying, hang on, you know, I'm not from Middlesbrough, Audrey Jane. Like, you're from Birmingham. No, Houdini's saying you don't always have to be massively stimulated or taken somewhere. Yeah, sometimes you just want like a day off.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You don't need that stimulation all the time.
Yeah, but I've got quality perfumes for those days as well. I've got like quality, like downtime perfumes. Prada Amber Pour Homme we were talking about yesterday. That's one of them.
Right, there you go. An example of a good fragrance that isn't great.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have. Yeah, but it is a good fragrance, and I do really like it.
Right, but you don't like. You always feel like you need to wear a great fragrance.
No, I don't think you can. I think if that's the question you were asking at the beginning, no, I don't think we can. I don't think you can wear like an opulent perfume every day. You'd make yourself sick.
Either that, or you just get really comfortable with it, and then you'd expect to only wear great stuff every day.
I still think I don't know, because I've got loads of great stuff and I still don't want to wear it every day. Maybe that's because I'm scared of using it all up. To be fair, I never thought of that. I'll tell you what I wore yesterday. I wore Kazemi yesterday and it was fantastic. Kazemi by House of Matriarch. That is extremely expensive, but it's really nice. So yeah, Robert, did you get a Fleur de Cassé? Did you end up buying it? I'd be interested to know, because he was tempted.
Should we drop the link?
Oh God, no.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I'm afraid of other people will come on and I'll have to learn to talk to strangers.
You're good at talking. I didn't think you'd be afraid of speaking with strangers. Are you familiar with La Frenchie?
La Frenchie? No, I'm not.
You've never smelt Frenchie?
I've never smelt La Frenchie, no.
I heard the name is being changed. They're rebranding the name La Frenchie.
To what?
In the new Guerlain bottles, when they repackage them, the name will be changed. I would have to look it up. I forgot it in this moment, but I'll look it up. I'll have it for the next video.
So why are they changing it?
I don't know. Marketing, branding.
I don't know, because what do you call them?
Why are they constantly changing their bottles?
Mohammed bin Salman got seen with a bottle of it, didn't he? Like the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he got photographed with the bottle, and then I think sales went through the roof of that perfume. And I remember at that time my video of La Frenchie got had a lot of comments in Arabic that I couldn't understand or make out. I couldn't translate them.
There should definitely be a translate button, shouldn't there? Because I've got a couple of comments on old videos that I put out. And they, I have absolutely no idea. Like a couple of Cyrillic comments on my thing, and I'm like, oh, do you not speak English? Like, I know, I can't just go around telling the world to speak English, but honestly, man, I don't know what Cyrillic means. Don't know what any of these letters mean.
Cyrillic is that Russian style of writing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, all the letters are backwards and stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't read it either.
Yeah, I sent some sheep to Houdini. Some brocade sheep. Right, I'd love to know what he thinks of that. I think there might be some scatol in it, because it does smell like bad breath. Oh God, it's harsh. But it's like. I think we should get Houdini on one day to have a smell. Not tonight. Well, I don't know. Get Houdini on to go through some of the stuff that he sent. I sent him and he sent me.
La Frenchie is always out of stock.
Yeah, I've never been able to find it locally where I am. But then it's the same. The only reason I got my Arsène Lupin is because they got sent it in error. And I remember texting you at the time and saying, which one should I get, Chamard or Arsène Lupin? And you didn't text us back. You didn't text us back until I'd already bought the Arsène Lupin and opened it. And you said, oh, get the Chamard. And I was like, all right. But I'm glad I got this. I do like this. It's very, very quiet. I wish it was louder. That's the only problem I've got with it. It's an extremely pleasant scent. It's extremely nice. Just not sure it's worth 180 quid for 100 ml. Bottle's nice. With the wooden thingy around it. Because La Frenchie's like that as well, isn't it? But it's red.
Yeah, but they're getting rid of those wooden boxes, the bottles with the wood around them. I think they're redoing the whole line.
Fuck's sake. So what's La Frenchie like?
It's fresh. It's citrus and lavender and patchouli.
Ah.
It's an old take on Guerlain's Verbena fragrance.
It's an old take on what?
Verveine. They had a fragrance, an old discontinued fragrance. I think it was called Verveine, like lemon and verbena.
Yeah, Vervain.
So it's citrus and vetiver and aromatic spices, lavender, patchouli. It's fresh. It's a very nice, fresh fragrance with depth.
Fresh fragrance with depth. Sounds a bit like Zeno. It's got lavender and patchouli, like a proper fougere.
Yeah. It almost feels like Jicky. But obviously it's got different notes.
Yeah. Sort of like the way it's laid out.
Right. It's a nice fragrance. I like it for what it is.
Do you think it's worth the money?
Well, I have a bottle.
Oh well, I mean you've got a bottle of Eden Rock as well.
Right. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I was just wondering. I've got a bottle of this. Oh shite! I nearly dropped that there. I've got a bottle of this eau de cologne by Puig called Agua Brava. That's lovely. A bit off
Never
topic,
heard of
but
it.
it's got like it's just a cheap little eau de cologne thing. And I must have paid like £10-15 for it, if that. But it's like it was pre-barcode. Like there was no barcode on the box or the packaging. And I bought it and I've smelled it. It's really nice, very deep for an eau de cologne. The type of thing you'd wear on like a night in southern Spain, where you can just imagine like the heat from the ground, like the ground's still hot from like the day, but it's like nighttime. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Agua Brava's one of my early frags when I was a little kid. Yeah, they're really cheap, but they're actually quite good. Has anybody got any experience of the differences between Dior Grand Bal and Jasmine d'Angers? Privé range not carried near me, and the bottles are like a lot of money for a blind buy. I've been burned before.
Well, I have Grand Ball, and it's basically jasmine. I've not tried Jasmine d'Ange.
Is Jasmine d'Ange a Dior?
It is. They're both Dior's.
I've never even heard of Jasmine d'Ange. Never heard of it.
Let me spray Grand Ball. Grand Ball's a big white floral with a lot of jasmine. It's almost like a pissy jasmine.
Oh no, not a pissy jasmine.
Yeah. But I also get like pencil shavings in the back.
Cedar.
Is it cedar? Is that what it's calling? Cedar?
That's I would imagine that's what the pencil shavings is. It's almost always cedar.
I believe there's Lily of the Valley in here as well. That could be the pissy aspect. Lily of the Valley.
Don't be fooled by the piss that I got.
I can't tell you about Jasmine d'Ange.
I've got a vintage Samsara, and that is the closest thing to a jasmine fragrance I will ever have.
And that's this is way more jasmine-y. Do you have from Serge Luton's the jasmine?
No.
What is it called? A la Nuit.
Nope. I've smelled it, but I don't like it.
You're not into it?
Not into it. There's a lot of that. I've got like 15 Serge Lutons. For somebody who loves Serge Lutons as much as I do, I don't just go out and buy them. Because you can. The thing is, I love Serge Lutons. Like one of, if not my favorite house. But fucking hell, some of that stuff's really weird. And like, you've got to be careful like went by and that stuff. Like I can imagine a jasmine surgery tons fragrance just being absolutely crazy. Absolutely bonkers.
I'm surprised you don't like jasmine.
Me?
For somebody that loves vintage perfume and doesn't like jasmine.
Yeah,
Do you like
just no, God, no. I hate white florals. I just hate white florals. I've got a bottle of Cedra by Surgery Tons that I bought of Samir by mistake. I forgot it wasn't. I forgot. What I did is I had a sample of it, right, and I smelled it and forgot what it smelled like, and thought this is something that Surgery Tons will do to you. Like, it's called Cedra. It's got no cedar in it. It smells like jasmine. It's just a white. It's just a pissy tuberose white floral. It's got absolutely no fucking jasmine in it that I can. No cedar in it that I can smell. And that's just like something that Surgery Tons does. Good night, Audrey Jane. Just Surgery Tons will burn you if you're not careful. It's that bottle of Cedra is just gonna stay wrapped because fuck me. And I found the sample again before it came, and I smelled it, and I was like, oh no. I was like, this smells like full on wee. It smells like bad wee. It smells like day old wee. It smells like you've had a piss at night and forgot to flush the toilet and then gone back in the bathroom the next day.
Vladimir, be careful what you ask for, because he'll be able to answer this. Only the duck could answer this.
Which one? What's that? The house is on fire and you could take only one Pavarotti. Which one? What do you mean? Both Pavarotti?
Which one would you take?
You only take the 1994 one, the bottle that's shaped like his torso.
I told you
I haven't got the other one. I haven't got the other one. There's a 1997 version. I haven't got it.
Look, you just sold another one. Is there both Pavarottis?
You don't need both, mate. You don't need both. You only need the first one, the 1994 one, the one that's shot. Put me camera on. I'll show you. I've got it right here.
This one here?
That's the one. That's the one. That's the only one you need.
What's the other one look like?
It's more. It's like a spike, sort of shape. It's like a. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can find it. I don't know. You might. Oh no, you can't. Hold on. I'll tell you. Good fragrant they go. God, Pavarotti's good. I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. I've got another bottle. I can afford to wear this as much as I want now. This bottle's half full, right? And I swear, right, a quarter of what I must have sent out about 30 mils to different people for them to try it. Just spreading the good word. Just spreading the good word of Pavarotti. And I was happy to do it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not a spike, but it's like, oh no, sorry, I've got the bollock. Pavarotti. Yeah, the other one's like it's not. The other one's like a similar shape to it, but hold on, see if I can show you. Hold on. That's the bottle. That's the bottle that's the 1997 bottle, and it's not as nice as the original one.
That's Pavarotti?
That's Pavarotti, the second one. It's a violet perfume. Not a big fan of violet, to be honest. I like some violet. I like violet leaf. But like Parma, but when it gets a bit Parma violet-y, it's meh. Oh, there's only one review of it on Fragrant. But it's just that the first one's just amazing. And I highly recommend it to anybody who wants it.
I think they should have put a little bit more scat in Pavarotti.
Scat?
Yeah.
Scat? Hold on a minute. Scat? Can't let you get away with that.
Scat.
I suppose I'm Pavarotti right now just to feel I'm part of the end crowd. But a scatole, honestly, right? I had a fucking... It'll haunt me to me dying day, that. Audrey Jane just saying an email.
So Pavarotti or Balenciaga Pour Homme?
Fuck off. You've got no chance. I know which one I think's better. But I couldn't choose between them on a personal basis.
I would choose a Balenciaga Pour Homme. No question.
I was going to say Balenciaga Pour Homme is probably the better fragrance, yeah. But Pavarotti Pour Homme, I still love Pavarotti Pour Homme, and it is a very, very good fragrance for me. I think Pavarotti is a beautiful patchouli, like gourmand, like fragrance, like honey, patchouli.
I find it gourmand.
Fresh. I definitely get gourmand from Pavarotti.
It's thick. It's very thick.
Yeah. Interference, what are you talking about? What do you want, Matt? Took us a shill for the big man, God rest him. It's interference. I want to buy one of them. Buy the first one, the 1994 one. Not a fan of Violet, and they really want like Trump as a Jassy or Violet a low, but then again, I create Royal there. For Ron Howard should have interviewed Rich Mitch for his Pavarotti documentary. That's right. Ron Howard's looking very old these days, isn't he?
He was what was the show he was on with Fonz? Happy Days.
Oh, Happy Days.
Do you remember that? What a great show.
Yeah.
After school special.
Yeah.
Seems like TV was much better back then than it is today. But we also
you're like me with perfumes. You're like me with perfumes. You like vintage TV shows.
Yeah.
I like vintage perfume.
I mean, I wouldn't waste my time watching them today, but I remember enjoying them much more back then. Even the cartoons like Scooby-Doo and what else was there? The Flintstones. Do they still make cartoons?
Who? Metro Golden Mayer. They've just been bought out by Amazon.
MGM, oh yeah, we talked about that this morning. And it's what we talked about on stream last night, MGM.
Yeah, and then we'll find out this morning. Yeah, we should have put some money on it.
That's how you grow your brand.
That's right. Selling out to the big boys. Interference, if you want either Pavarotti Pour Homme or Balenciaga. Balenciaga is much harder to find, and it's much more expensive. But
it's the better fragrance.
But it is the better fragrance.
I would go
Pavarotti. Pavarotti is still pretty great for the money, though. And if you like patchouli as well. Marcos S says that vintage Givenchy Gentleman is my go-to patch. I like that as well. It's very scratchy, though. It's very, very and it's got that piss. It's got that fucking extreme piss note in it as well. And
you know what else? It like a scratchy patch is Linston.
Linston. You think Linston
is a very scratchy? Yeah, like sandpaper. Not the EDP, the EDT.
Ah, right. So I've only got the EDP here. I can imagine that, actually, because it doesn't have as much cocoa. Does the EDT have cocoa in it?
I don't think it does. Not like the EDP. It's
I was going to say because
jasmine, floral. I don't know if it has the cocoa that the EDP has.
I had a scratchy patch once. Horrible, man. How's it known? The Dying Bond franchise. Why did you get rid of it, Brian? You scratched it? Not a fan of chorus, though. Does that make a difference? Not really.
Eau Sauvage or Jicky? For me, it's Jicky.
Eau Sauvage. I would say Eau Sauvage.
I've never owned a bottle of Eau Sauvage. Can you believe that?
That is quite strange. That is quite strange.
But I would say Jicky. I know what it smells like. I've just never owned one.
I've got a bottle of it here. This is a 2000 and what age are you? 2015, and it's very.
What do you prefer, Vlado?
Sorry?
I'm asking Vlado what he prefers. But this sounds pretty good for top 3 Les exclusives.
The Leon Bois d'Azil Clair de Rousse. No. No. I think you go Coromandel, Clair de Rousse. Yeah, I think you go Coromandel, Clair de Rousse. Sycamore, probably. I think Clair de Rousse is definitely in there. I don't think you can take Clair de Rousse out of it. It's one of the best fragrances ever made, really.
Clair de Rousse would have to be in there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would deny that. Anybody who has any vested interest in leather, anyway.
I like this answer best. You can't choose just one. Come on. Horrible. Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Jicky, but Eau Sauvage to bed. I think you can wear Jicky to bed as well. It's not a very heavy perfume. And it's
somebody's asking if Enrique Vasquez is asking if I own Salvador Dali pour on. Yes, somewhere. I've lost it. It's in my bedroom, lurking underneath somewhere, I think. So when my back's better, I'll get on my hands and knees and have a look around. Sorry, I think I might have interrupted you there. Sorry. Oh.
Getting a lot of different answers for the Chanels. See, I wouldn't think too many people would have 1957 in their top 3. That's a nice surprise.
I still can't get over you haven't got Gardenia. Excuse me. Gardenia, you haven't got it.
I have not. I've got tons of samples of it. I just don't have a bottle.
That surprises me. I think you might do. Would you wear it?
I would, yeah, absolutely.
It's just strange that you don't have it. just honestly, I'm not winding you up. I just think it's just so it would be like to complete the set.
In time, Rich. I'm not bothered by it. I'm not worried.
You're calm. I'll tell you what Eau Sauvage EDT reminds me of Paul Monsieur. Definitely got that Paul Monsieur vibe. It always feels like Dior, even back then, playing catch up. You know what I mean? Even all that time ago.
So many different choices for these Chanels. So many good ones. It's so hard to narrow them down. I love all of these picks. I love 18. So underrated. You want to talk about underrated? Let's talk about 18.
Go on, then.
Let's talk about it. Have you smelt 18?
No, I'm thinking of 19. I will have smelled 18, but I can't remember it.
2 completely different fragrances. 18 is like another Egoist, or it's like something split down the line between Coco and Egoist.
Yeah.
It would fit in that range. Lots of love for 22. I see similarities between 22 and Bois d'Azil, though.
So it's got ambrette, fruity notes.
Yeah. Rose.
Ambrette, fruity notes, iris, woody notes, and floral notes.
To me, it's a rose patchouli with ambrette, musk, pepper.
Have you got it there?
I do.
It? Amazing. So what do you get from it? Oh, he's gone. Shit. I thought he was just taking his time.
What's that?
I didn't know that you'd just gone off to go and pick it up.
You told me to go get it.
Yeah, so I think I did. Anyone have the Chanel Minis? Easy way to own all the exclusives. Do you know they used to give those away? Do you know the minis of the Les exclusives? Apparently, they used to give them away.
They still do. They just don't. They used to give away the coffrets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they used to give them away. They charge for them now, apparently.
There's like a gin and tonic in here. Sparkling, geranium. But it's a predominant rose and patchouli to me it's peppery. Musk. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. And I love that it's light. It's not a heavy, thick perfume. It's got restraint, class, sophistication, elegance. This is
ever smelled the night?
This is a great perfume. This is truly great. That is a great perfume.
What Chanel has let you down the most?
In the exclusives range? Just none of them. I love them all. I was
going to say any Chanel perfumes that have ever you felt like really let down by.
Allure, Bleu.
So like the stuff for like the modern crowd.
Yeah.
Like the younger crowd sort of thing.
I even like I like Gabrielle, like the woman's Gabrielle.
Right.
I don't mind that. I mean, I think there's a place for it. It's modern, but it still smells good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I like it a lot, to be honest.
There's a lot of Chanel perfumes that smell quite.
I haven't smelled Edinburgh yet.
No, I haven't smelled that. Apparently, it didn't come out until the 28th.
But Fragrance says it let them down, and well, I mean, they're a range of O's, Les Eaux, watery fragrances, so they are just going to be fresh and light and fleeting. I wouldn't expect too much from it. Maybe that's why you were let down. What were you expecting? Were your expectations too high?
I'm pouring a drink.
Oh,
there it is.
As far as the Les exclusives, I don't think I can't say any of them have disappointed me.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Interesting. I don't know. You can drop the link if you want. I'm going to go in a minute.
Yeah. Well, we're reaching the 2-hour mark here.
That's right. I like to try and get to the 2-hour mark. That's about where my
get to the 2-hour mark and get off stream. And it's still 7 o'clock only.
I know. I thought you would want to go and feed the ducks or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Ooh, weak stream. Ouch.
Weak stream.
Maybe we should get Empty on here to explain himself.
That's right. Empty sense. Never says anything. Is everywhere. Never says anything. Never comes on. That's what I mean. Weak stream is harsh. I feel that's too full. Eugene will have the whole night ahead of him, and it's like 12 o'clock at night here. Ugh.
Time is the ultimate freedom, and I'm going to go use my time wisely and feed ducks.
Feed the duck. Feed the duck. Are you going to boil some rice?
I don't want to go without feeding them. I love watching them fight.
They'll be loving it. They'll be loving you. I
love going down there and feeding them and being alone and just kind of observing everything and being in the moment. And you know,
being in like my family group.
yeah,
You know
just
what I mean?
with the entire universe.
That's quite nice. There's no like I can't go down to the river from here because I live at the top of a valley. I live in the like Frag on the Tyne. I live at the top of the Tyne Valley, so I've got to go all the way down to the bottom. Got to go all the way down to the bottom of the valley and then get all the way back up if I want to. If I want to feed ducks, if I want to be with the other ducks, you'd think I could fly. Roger pickup. Sean wants to know if there's any Roger Dove pickups for you in the future. What you're looking to buy? What's on your list? That's something we can close with. What's on your list?
For me,
stuff that you want to buy. Yeah, we sort of touched on this last night.
Absolutely not a whole lot, if I'm honest. Like Edinburgh, I'll be picking that up, and
Gardenia.
Other than that, yeah, like Gardenia maybe. I don't know. Like, dude, I have so many things that I enjoy that I don't get to wear. I keep thinking about this, and why am I still buying so many fragrances? I'm not in a rush. There's nothing that I must have right now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any must-haves.
That Lidge, that's something I want.
Right.
But that's coming. I'm going to see about that lad who was emailing us. I'm going to get a sample off him and see if I want to buy that big boy bottle. And then, but yeah, you need to take that Naxos back.
I probably ran out of time. There's got to be a time limit.
Well, they know it's your mate, isn't it? It's Samir will let you take it back.
Yeah,
but there's like a few.
There's not anything that I feel like I must have. I mean, otherwise I would have picked it up already. I would have it if there's something that I must have. Like I'm buying junk for God's sakes.
Yeah, there's a few Surgery Tons I would pick up, but yikes! Apart from that, there's not like really much that like screams out unless I find something that I must have. There's not really much. I mean, I might try those in Les Indomables. Those Les Indomables, because everybody seems to be going on about them.
Try the musk. I think you might like the musk.
I'm scared. I'm scared of musk. We were talking about this earlier. I'm not huge on musk, but I've been surprised before.
You know why I think you're gonna like it? Because there was something in there. It's the ambergris. Yes, that reminded me of. I mean, it doesn't smell like, but it had similarities to Encens Mythique.
Interesting.
That's probably why I sent it to you.
Got you.
I believe there's an ambergris in there.
That's everybody's telling us to try them.
You know, Monday's just a few days away.
Well, Monday's a bank holiday here.
So you won't get it.
Whether I don't know. It depends if UPS works on a Monday. I might have to go to them, see if the depot's open. I'll give them a ring tomorrow and see what to say.
Well, even if it's Tuesday, I mean, that's good enough. As long as it's not like a month away, right?
Yeah, at least it's not like doing it's not doing a papyrus oud on us.
Right. Yeah. 1 or 2 extra days isn't going to kill us.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. It'll get
But I look forward to your opinions or your thoughts on those. I think they're all
that's right.
things that you've never seen before, and there's got to be at least 20 samples in there.
Excellent. Thank you very much, by the way.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. So I'm looking forward to getting them. I'm gonna say we'll do streams. We'll be able to with 20. We'll be able to do like 4 a night for a week, 4 samples a night for a week, and then we'll get.
I have a feeling we'll get through the whole thing in one shot.
I've got 3 fragrances on. I've got 4 really because I'm wearing one, and that's like on my chest and my neck. That's Linstone, and then I've got Balenciaga Pour On Aftershave. I've got that on my hand to cover up the Hiram Green. that Hiram Green, I put far too much. I put 3 sprays of that on all in one place, and it smelled like vinegar. The birch tar had a real bad cabbage vibe about it.
So you didn't like it?
So I'm gonna put 1 spray on next time, and I imagine it changed the color of my skin as well. It was amazing. I put Eau Sauvage on my right hand while we were talking about that. And then I put Gucci. You've never smelled the Gucci Pour Homme original, have you, from 1976?
Mm-mm.
It's very nice. It's very nice. You need to make sure you got a sealed up one though, because with all the top notes in it, they'll probably die off. So everybody should like the stream for Eugene. The streameth for Eugene. Oh my God. You notice how we haven't been pestering people and we've got 73 likes?
Really? See?
Amazing.
Yeah.
There's wisdom in your words about not pestering people.
What was it? Yeah, I said we have no control over what people do, and nor do I want to control anybody. Like the stream because you like it.
Like the stream for Eugene. Eugene. I hope the weather picks up here, because honestly, I haven't been able to wear like me summer fragrances like at all recently.
Honestly, I hope it doesn't get any warmer here. I hate summer for fragrances because I don't like summer fragrance. I don't like things like Eden Rock, or I don't want to wear stuff like that. I like today was nice where I can get away with this, and I'd much rather wear something like this that is a little bit deeper and it's more pleasant than Eden Rock.
Yeah. I'm not. I've got to admit, when I smelled it, I just thought it smelled like creme. Recently, I was sprayed more than night on my arm and more than moon.
These are both beast mode perfume. Like the moon is completely out. I think the moon is slightly stronger than the night.
Yeah. Apparently, Baron Terence Hughes did a review of the night tonight. On this day, yesterday,
and
I think he hated it. He complained bitterly about the price. I know that, as you would really, because the fucking price is outrageous. To be fair, but he was saying that skanky
doesn't define. Price has nothing to do with the smell of a perfume.
But he was saying that skanky barnyard ouds are the lowest quality of ouds because of the way they produce them.
Right.
And I was like, that's quite interesting. You should watch his review. It's quite interesting the way he explains it. I don't know if it's true or not, because we all know that Aaron Terence Hughes hasn't got a great track record when it comes to oud and perfumes.
Right.
After he had to apologize to Fragrance Dubois of all people. But there you go. If you're going to set yourself up to like a higher standard, like he seems to want to do, then when people try to knock you down, people are going to try to knock you down a peg, aren't they? You know?
I'm not interested. I mean, for a guy that names his fragrances like Sex Daddy or something like that, Bad Daddy, or I don't know.
Yeah,
just
Boss Bitch.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not interested.
Boss Bitch.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Rich.
Thank you for having us. Like
enjoy
the stream for you, Jim.
Guys in the chat, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up, and we'll see you soon.
Night.
All right, everybody.